Yeah, Christine asked, how do we get that for testing? Do you have a template? So we have a template for a homeschool IEP on our website at spedhomeschool.com. If you just write that as an accommodation for your students throughout their high school years, so you'll have a history of IEPs of your student needing that phone, and that's how they test their blood sugar on a regular basis. Then when you request for services, and actually Stacey's very good at this. This is what you do for a job. So I'm going to have you add to what I add. But when you request through the College Board for accommodations, they're going to not only ask you for the diagnosis, but they're going to ask you for past history of that accommodation. And so you'll have that already written up in an IEP. So what else would you have to add?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to mention that, number one, if you're a member of HSLDA, you can call and talk to the special needs consultants at any time, and they will walk you through getting accommodations, definitely. But typically, if you don't already have an IEP, I mean, it doesn't mean you can't still get the accommodation. So there are accommodation forms on the College Board website. And, just specifically giving that, obviously you'd want the documentation that they were diagnosed with diabetes, but I'm not sure that they would need the IEP if it's not something they've already done.
Right. Yeah. And for this student, I think it was a brand new technology about the time that came out, and they needed to be convinced that this child really needed this phone. So proving some history that this was a necessary medical device was kind of what we were doing. So I'm assuming it probably nowadays, it may be a little more, they've seen it a bit more than
I would agree.
Then.
Yeah. I think it's gotten a little easier maybe. But so definitely do that way in advance. It takes time to go through the accommodations process.
Yeah. And then you've got to work it out with your local testing facilitator as well. It's not just the College Board. It has to, and a lot of them will be really sticky with you because it happens in the public schools. So, yeah, that's a whole nother hour to more topic.